Hello everybody, welcome back to some Skyrim Special Edition. So picking up where we left off, we're going to try and finish off Falkreath Hold. All the little miscellaneous areas there. So our first stop is a place called South Fringe Sanctum, which is to the east of the Bloodlit Throne. And I guess a little southeast of Helgen. But, oh, that might be it right there. But I don't know exactly where, but I'm going to assume that it's this cave marker here. So yeah, it's actually been a while since I played. After I recorded this one, the next day that I recorded Valhalla, and then I just didn't record anything again until today, which is like 4 days. And then I recorded my last two Valhallas that come out this week, yesterday's and tomorrow's. And then I did a bunch of stuff on the game, so which is why you may have noticed that I crouched a couple times. I was trying to sprint, which, you know, completely different buttons, surprisingly, between the two games. Ow. Well, there's no way Berlina followed me there. Greywater Grotto. That's not where we were headed. But it is on my map here, so we would have ended up here at some point. It wasn't one that, because I do always worry that like we're gonna come across something that, or another one, or like we're going to miss one of those ones that was like added with it was like added with Dawnguard or something, and like I'm just not gonna notice it on our map. Just let me check. Let's see. Yeah, not really much in here, it looks like. Got a wolf, which, you know, is going to just die because their level cap is fairly low. Which is nice, I will say. They didn't make, you know, especially after playing Valhalla, you know, where, well, all the Assassin's Creed games were, outside of maybe 3, but even 3 was annoying. Because, like, the animals in a lot of games, I talk about this, are generally significantly more dangerous than the people with, you know, fucking armor and swords. Which I always find annoying. And I guess in Assassin's Creed 3, it wasn't so much even that the animals were, like, hard to kill, because you, like, the best way to kill animals in Assassin's Creed 3 and 4 and Rogue was just to let them attack you, because as soon as they attacked you, it would go into a QuickTime event, which was usually fairly easy, and then at the end of the QuickTime event, they were dead. And that was that. But the annoying part about 3 is that you also then had to skin them, because if you left them, then you got desynced and had to start from checkpoint or wherever. Because Connor would never waste an animal. It's like, yeah, but there's a difference between hunting an animal and being attacked by an animal. Like, probably the worst thing in that game was like when you were just trying to go from A to B, because like the QuickTime event was just automatic. You know? Like, as soon as the animal got close enough, it just automatically went into QuickTime event. So, like, if there was a pack of wolves, you then had to go through, like, 6 QuickTime events, and then you had to skin and loot every single one of those. Okay. This thing says that it's southeast of Helgen, which would be over here. But I just don't know, like, if I need to go more south. Where's the map? Ah, here we go. Good, it does have a map. Oh, wow. Alright, yeah, we're nowhere near. Okay, so if we just head east, we'll actually hit the fort first. And the fort's actually, there we go, on our compass. And then we can get to the Sanctum from there, because apparently the Sanctum was the furthest thing away. Which it does not look like it on, like, the map that I have, but Yeah, see, so that's the fort, that's the Sanctum. We'll follow the road. And, I mean, it could quite possibly take us past the Sanctum before curling around to the fort. Or it could just be... Oh, there's the fort, okay. Okay, so this is... Okay, Fort Newgrad. Let us see what is here. I don't think that there's a huge amount here, probably, if I had to guess. Mainly because, like, there never is, you know? Oh, well. Alright. Oh, and there's a Stormcloak camp here, apparently, but I mean, that's not really an important thing for us. Did I? Oh, also, in case you hear anything like this, obviously, you know, winter time. So, the window in the room that I record in has always been closed, and because, you know, I'm not going to have my window open in winter, but getting pretty hot in the house. So, took the plastic off, opened up the window a little bit. Haven't done that since I got my new headset, obviously, because, you know, I've only had it for a very short amount of time. So hopefully, I mean, it seems to be pretty good on not picking up outside. That guy was weird that he wasn't paying attention. But it seems to be pretty good and pretty directional and not picking up outside outside noises, but you know, we'll see. Hopefully it won't be an issue. Just let me know in the comments if you're hearing stuff that you don't think you should be, like cars or doors, or obviously if there's anything too loud it might come through, but if it's too loud I'll be able to hear it and either shut the mic off or just cut it out of the video. But it shouldn't be too bad. It's rare that we have a lot of noise around here. Oof, paralyzed and then freaking smashed. Oh yeah, and last time I played this, yeah, right, I forgot that I actually got that that respec potion mod downloaded and altered all my shit. Almost forgot about that. Alright. Knock knock. So I don't think this fort gets taken over by the Imperials after we clear it, and I don't think it's part of the Civil War because it's fairly out of the way. Like, it's so far south. Like, for Civil War purposes, it wouldn't really be all that useful. For like war with another country, it would be, obviously, whatever. I don't know what countries to the south of. Oh wow, that's dark. Oh, well, that leads out. Alright, so we've explored the prison, apparently, because that's another exit, which means... Oh, and there's a chest, though. Been, I think I talked about this a little bit in Assassin's Creed, but I didn't really go into any detail with it. Been playing some Slime Rancher recently. Love that game. I think I did a video in it at one point to get like my last few achievements on it, and there isn't like new achievements or anything in it. I just felt like playing Slime Rancher. I was sitting there the other day. I was having another one of those, like, well, weeks, basically, where it was like I wanted to play a game, but, like, everything that I had was just like, yeah, whatever, right? Like, I didn't really want to play anything that I had. And I saw Slime Rancher, and I was like, yeah, fuck it. Let's do some Slime Rancher. And now I can't stop playing it. Well, obviously I can't, because now I'm playing this, but, you know. But yeah, there's, and to be fair, a bunch of stuff on that game that I never did. Like, the DLCs for Ogden's Retreat, Mochi's Manor, never did either of those last time I played it. I did a little bit in Ogden's Retreat, but I don't know, just, it never really, I was just like, yeah, this is kind of shitty. And to be fair, it still kind of is. And the reward you get, while nice, because you get like an extra, a free expansion basically. Well, free, it takes a longer time to get that than it does to save up the money to get the other expansions. But money-wise, it's free. But you do get some upgrades for your gardens, which is really nice. Oh, what is this? Brandish. Named. Don't know why, though. But yeah, you get basically an expansion with 6 extra plots that you can build stuff on, which is really nice. Got some more chicken farms and a couple more, well, farms, gardens, I guess. Which is really nice. Trying to figure out just how, like, because the thing is, right, is like, obviously, if you played the game or you watched the one video that I did in it, it's a lot of busy work to keep everything up and running, right? Like, you need to make sure that all your slimes are fed, and you need to make sure that you harvest all the plorts that they drop after they're fed, and then either sell them or turn them into the other machine. Not hiding, but I don't... Oh, there you are. Oh, I was gonna say come on stairs, but... But yeah, it's a lot of busy work, so, like, and obviously you can be, like, super efficient, make sure that, like, you know, it's like, oh, I'm only gonna take these slimes, I'm gonna make sure that, like, the farm, or the whatever that their favorite food is like built right next to them. The garden with their favorite food is built right next to them. You know, minimize time between getting the food and putting it in their feeder and whatnot, right? And like, you can make it like I said, super fucking efficient. But I don't know, it's just not as fun to me to be quite that efficient. It's very easy to be that efficient, obviously, because it's fairly easy to. Let's see. For once, we actually caught a lucky break with Pale Pass closed and Helgen wiped off the map. The last few soldiers up at Fort Newgrad were easy pickings. We should be able to loot the place and be out well before the Jarl has time to respond. Finally found the keys to the fort's old library. I sent Brandish down to scour the place. Wouldn't normally waste the time, but I've heard rumor the wizards up north pay good coin for anything magical. At this point, we'll take what we can get. There's a ton of rotten food in the old cellars, but not much else worth taking. So I guess that Staff of Expulsion would be pretty much the only use, like, that was the only useful thing that we found down there. I mean, there was that enchanted boots or whatever, but just another library key. So we could have actually opened up that without him. But anyway, but I decided to have my farm be a little bit more, I don't know, I was gonna say aesthetically pleasing, but I don't know if that's the case. So, you know, like, all of my gardens and that are in the one expansion where it's nice greenery and, like, the chickens run around in that, you know. So I have my my gardens over there, which obviously takes time to get the food from there to the pens, which I just have in, like, the main part of my ranch. And then obviously, you know, I have, like, the slimes that I feel live in a cave better, you know, in the cave expansion and whatnot. And then I got... But anyway, point is, trying to balance, like, because the auto feeders in that game, you can, They have different settings on them as to how often they'll shoot out the food that you put into them. And it's, I don't know, it's hard to balance it because like it shoots out 6 food every time it goes off. It doesn't you don't set that. You just set how often it shoots out the 6 food. So you might think, oh, just set it for however, how long does it take slimes to get hungry, which is apparently 6 hours, and the medium setting is 6 hours. So you might think, oh, well, so just have 6 slimes, and, set it for medium so that every 6 hours when they're hungry, they get fed. Makes sense, right? Now, I don't know if this is just unique to the cat slimes, but doesn't keep them fed. I don't know if the cats just eat multiple, which is probably the stupidest thing ever if it's true, because, alright, because, you get gardens, right? Grows food, and you can get, 15, I think it is the max. No, it's got to be more than that with the upgrades. This place cleared? It doesn't say it is, but I don't... That leads out to Skyrim. This leads out to Skyrim. There must be another section then, or this place just doesn't get cleared like the other forts.
I'm right behind you.
And it's fairly easy to keep the feeders filled with the slimes that eat the fruits and vegetables and that. There's even one that eats what's called an odd onion, and when you plant an odd onion, what it actually does is grow a bunch of carrots with a chance for each carrot to spawn as an odd onion instead, right? So it's not a guaranteed thing, but even with that, especially once you get all the upgrades, once you get going, you can generally keep a good portion of odd onions and keep the feeder filled with them, right? But then you have the slimes that eat the chickens. Now the chickens suck. They take longer even with the coop and the upgrades. Now granted, I still have one more upgrade for the coops that I can get based off of the prison we were in, and yeah, that's got to be it. So this just must not. Yeah, it just must not become clear then. But I don't think any of the other forts do either, so that makes sense. And I mean, we got the bandit's journal. There's supposedly a treasure map, but okay. Hang on. Oh, I see. I see. So there is a treasure map in here, but I guess... Yeah, so if you join the Civil War as part of the Stormcloaks, there's... Although that doesn't really make sense that the treasure map would only be there, right? So if we go... You find a ladder to the roof, I guess. But anyway, so right now on my game, I have each, there's different types of chickens, obviously. And for each type of chicken, I have 2 coops that get them. But the thing with the chickens, right, is every time a hen lays an egg, there's a chance for the hen and the rooster. There's a 5% chance, which, to be fair, isn't a very high chance, but it's a chance nonetheless, for the chicken and the rooster to become an elder chicken or an elder rooster and no longer be able to create more chicks, right? And even then, with the upgrades, the standard upgrades, not even the deluxe one that I'm still working on, every time it does the check, they have a chance. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so there's the fort. Go out the right side across the lake, or around the lake, I guess. There should be a path, I guess. I don't know. Alright, so we got the treasure map. Good. That'd be this lake, I guess. Because, yeah, with the fort there, you go out the right side, which is over there by the prison. Or over here by the prison. They have a chance. I hope that wasn't Braylina, like, jumping down and dying. Does worry me slightly, but I'm not. Because, like, I don't see her, which worries me. Because, like, either she fell and died, which obviously I would then not see her, or she fell and didn't die, in which case she should be running up to me anyway. Okay, so it showed like a path up around it. So like there's this kind of a path here. But that doesn't look right because I'm pretty sure it went further than that, so maybe it meant this path around here. Anyway, you don't get a whole lot of chickens, right? And I think based off of, now I didn't look this up and I didn't really notice it last time I played it, but it seems like the slimes that eat the chickens eat more than one at a time, or can eat more than one at a time. Because like I said, they're supposed to get hungry every 6 in-game hours. The feeders are set to go off every 6 hours, and and it'll shoot out 6 slimes. So I've had 6 of the tabbies in there. Okay, there's Braylina. That's good. Anyway, because yeah, it really seems like, because like I would see the thing go off, all the chicken, it would shoot 6 chickens into the pen with the 6 slimes. So you'd think it's like, okay, now every slime will eat one, and then we'll be good, and all 6 slimes would be eaten, and then I'd look in the pen, and there would be slimes, because like they get, when they're hungry, they get like, when they're really hungry, they get this look on their face that's almost like drooling. Oh, maybe it is up here. And there would be like 1 or 2, and there's like 1 or 2 slimes in there that have that look on their face, and it's like, how? There it is. And it's like, how? There was just 6 chickens in there. There's 6 of you. How the hell? Like, how does that not work? So like I said, I don't know if like that's a mechanic in the game where they can eat more than one, because like I got, like, when you do the Ogden's Retreat stuff, as you're doing it, you get this item called spicy tofu or something. There might be another word in there, like spicy something tofu, but anyway, point is you get some spicy tofu, and I think the whole point of it is that you can feed it to the slimes, but it doesn't fill them up. I don't know what the point of feeding it to your slimes are, but I guess when you feed it to them, they don't get full and can therefore keep eating more. So like, since that's a mechanic in the game where they can eat something and not be full, I'm just wondering if that's like if that's what's happening with the other. All right. Okay, so we did the fort. It's clear. It's as clear as we're gonna get it. So we're gonna head south just because there's a road here. We'll try and unlock the Stormcloak camp afterwards. I don't know how close they are. I don't think that they're that close. No, I think I want to keep following this road. But yeah, because like it's super fucking annoying if that's the case. Probably the other annoying thing is because like if you if you combine two slimes, you get what's called a Largo, and the Largos will have the same diet as both slimes put together. So, like, if you get a slime that only eats fruits and a slime that only eats vegetables, then it'll eat fruit and veg, right? And then if you give, but their favorite foods, because each slime type has their own favorite food. So it'll then gain two favorite foods, and every time that you feed a slime its favorite food, it produces two plorts instead of one, right? Which is how you make your money and all your gadgets and whatnot in the game. So obviously favorite food's good. So if you take a slime that has, like, let's say chicken, one of the types of chicken, as its favorite food, and you combine it with, let's say, the rock slime, whose favorite food is beets, you can then feed it beets instead of chickens, which is significantly easier, but obviously they're called Largos because they take up more space. And I don't know, I don't like the way they look as much. Like, I prefer having all the little, like, all the tiny little squishy slimes, different types around. And there's one slime that you can't actually get. It's a saber slime. And the only way you can get saber slimes, a Spellsword, eh? Goodbye. That's what I am. And the only way you can get saber slimes, or saber plorts more specifically, is from this one area in Ogden's Retreat, or the area that you go to for Ogden's Retreat. And while you're in there, everything in there is a Largo slime. It's something crossed with a saber slime, but there are no just saber. There are no just straight saber slimes. And there's no way to get them. Like, there's no way just to get a regular saber slime. Like, there's not even a character model in the game for just a basic saber slime. Which is kind of annoying. What the hell? You just hit me like a real pathetic lightning spell, man. Oh, a Staff of Fury, though. It's only 800. But yeah, it's... I don't know, it's kind of annoying because, like I said, I prefer to have, like, all the little slimes instead of the big ones, even though the big ones are technically better because, you know, you get Pumpkin. An enemy named Pumpkin, is that you? Yeah, that was Pumpkin. I feel bad for that now. Oh, sorry, Braylina. I got hit with a spell. I saw you over there. Oh, I didn't want that. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. I mean, it's only fair. But anyway, yeah, so all of my little pens are just like the single versions of the slimes. Like, I don't have any Largos on my ranch, and I don't really want them. But at the same time, if I want to get saber plorts, which, to be fair, aren't really necessary. Like, I don't know if they're used in the gadgets at all. If they are, I'll have to get them. At the same time, I could always just go and grab them when I need them, depending on how many I need. This is really long. I don't know if I should go... fuck it. I don't know if I should go back and try that other path, because it might be a closer dead end. Although this looks... Oh, no. I was going to say this... Oh. Bashneg. Goodbye. Oh, that's what happens when you get paralyzed and hit at the same time. The Art of War Magic. Well, I'll take that and that. But yeah, it's just... Yeah, see, the flawed ones are worth more for some reason. But yeah, so I actually did all of Ogden's Retreat, which last time, like I said, last time I played it, I did a very little bit of it. And then just gave up because it was like, like I wasn't really enjoying it. And to be fair, even this time, I can't say that I really enjoyed it all that much. I mean, and it's not even that it's bad, it's just that it's too much, you know? Like, obviously the whole game is kind of busy work, because, like, that's the kind of game that it is. And, but, like, that one is just a bit too much busy work, because, like, you go into the area, the Wilds, I think it's called, and there's just, like, a bunch of these big slimes. They all try and hurt you. It's not dangerous. It takes a lot to kill you in that game. Hello. I will be with you in a second. There just seems... Oh, my. There just seems to be an awful lot of spiders around. But yeah, it's just a big area, like a giant area. You run around it, and there's these special fruits that can spawn there. And there's like a bunch of different locations that they can spawn, but whether or not they do spawn in those locations is random. And then there's these other things that spawn that can get you multiples of them at once if you break them. Hello, Selvini. Okay, but if I accidentally kill you, don't blame me.
Thanks for getting me out of that. Bashnag's coven chased me out and left me for dead down here. Nobody lasts too long with the spiders. Please, will you help me get out of here? If the coast is clear, I'll make a break for it.
Coven? What do you mean?
Bashnag's circle of mages. Well, they live here. They made it pretty clear that I'm no longer welcome.
Why aren't you a part of the coven anymore?
I left for a few days in Riften. When I came back, Bashnag accused me of trying to sell him out to the Thalmor. I was cursed and chased off.
Why were you in Riften?
My daughter was sent to the orphanage there when I stood accused of illegal necromancy. I had no choice, run or die. I joined with Bashnag then, but I thought of Savella every day, so I snuck off hoping to find and steal away with her. Only she was gone, shipped away to another orphanage or adopted, or... I didn't know what else to do, so I came back, hoping nobody noticed I left.
How are you holding up?
I'm too weak right now. Between the spiders and the coven, I'd be dead before escaping the cave.
Can you make it? Well, actually, let me do
These
this.
are no dainty college mages. Bashnag has the skill of a magister and the mind of a warlord. This is a dangerous bunch. They're good company. If you want to study necromancy in peace, though.
So Bashnag is dead.
He is. I'm not sure how to feel about that. Perhaps it's for the better. I'm feeling better, but Bashnag's curse won't wear off for weeks. Bashnag cursed me. I can't cast a spell to save my life right now. I'll have to wait until the way out is safe.
Okay, it isn't safe way here.
Let me know if it seems safe to leave.
Okay. So I'm going to assume that she's going to go out this way. Oh, yeah. But anyway, so you need like 300... I don't think it's 300. I think it's like 200 and some. It's like some really weird number. Of these fruits to get all of the rewards from it. Every like 3 you give me gives you one of those spicy tofu things, but they're fairly worthless. Oh, yeah, I think we are clear then. It seems to be. Oh, because that's that cave. Alright. Oh yeah, wasn't there something... no, because I think that's the same. Right? No, I think that... No, that's Nordic carved armor. I will have to go back to where Bashnag was, but I'll let her go first. Or I'll tell her that it's safe to go first, and then I'll go back to where he is.
I won't be myself for some time. I just need to get out of here and recover.
Okay, can you make it out of here? Yeah, yeah.
Me.
The way out is clear.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
When I find my daughter, it will be thanks to you.
Well, okay, but, I mean... I don't... Braylina, do you mind? Braylina, move your ass. But, I mean, you already went to Riften and she wasn't there. So, anyway. Yeah, for, like, the final upgrade... Because, no, because it's got to be over 300. because the final upgrade, or when you unlock the retreat to use for yourself, it takes 150 of the whatever the Kuka Duba fruits or something, and you might think that I mispronounced that. That very well may be what they were called. But it takes 150 of the fruits, and they get the upgrade before that was 120, so that's already 270. So it's got to be over 300 of these things. And now, depending on, but here's the thing that makes it suck is when you go there. Where the hell did he go? Where's the... Oh, there he is. Ancient Nord armor. I don't think it's that... I think it says this is rare, so I'll take it. But anyway, whenever you go there, there's a bunch of teleporters that can take you back, but not all of them will be active. Every time you go there, a random teleporter will turn on for you to get back. So, like, and the place is, like I said, it's fairly big, and there's, like, cave sections to it, and, like, mountain sections to it and everything. So, like, it would be very easy to only have, like, 10 of these fruits, if you're lucky, and, like, immediately find the teleporter that can lead you out. And then you might think it's like, okay, but then you just don't use it, right? And you get more and come back to it. And you're not wrong, you can do that. But depending on where the teleporter is and how many fruit you have, like, if I had 10 fruit and I found the teleporter, and my inventory, when I started doing it, and currently, I can hold 50 of one item. I can hold 4 different items, but I can only hold 50 of each one. And, like, I can't use 2 slots to hold 100 of something. Which means that the final upgrade, at best, still takes 3 trips to get it done. And that's if you manage to fill up. So, like, I get 10. By the time I find 40, which depending on... Like I said, you can find these other items in there. They're like these big rocks, basically. I think they're supposed to be like turds, like giant turds. Or like dung beetle type things. Anyway, they're these big balls, anyway. And if you take them to these statues that are around, they'll crush them and you get 5 of the fruit. So if you're lucky, you find a lot of those. And a couple of my runs, I got very lucky with those. And I found a fuck ton of them. So, you know, I was actually full up and then just had to find the teleporter. Okay, there's the Stormcloak camp. And, hang on, let's see. Skybound Watch, North, South, Orphan Rock, Falkreath camp, Hamer's Shame. That's on the other side. Arcwind Point, we don't have. So we'll go to Hamer's Shame and we'll head south, but apparently enemies are nearby. Maybe because I'm too close to the camp. Maybe it has something to do with this horse. I don't know. But yeah, like if you have only, let's say 10, let's make it even worse. Let's say you have 5, and you okay, well we'll go to this shack that's on the map because it's technically within Riften. Oh, actually, to be fair, so is the other place. Now that I'm looking at it, that is technically across the border and in Riften. So I'll change my batteries. Actually, how long have we been going then? 40. You know what? Then I guess we'll call it there then, because we've technically cleared Falkreath Hold then. Yeah, that's the last thing I have on my map, since that shack is the only thing that's on here, and I'm pretty sure we covered everything else that showed up on our compass. That's it. Falkreath Hold is done. Like, look at our map though. It's like, look at that. So many places, like so many locations that we've been to and cleared. And then we have this one big blank spot over here. that's Riften. So I still haven't decided if I want to go into Riften You know, I will. We'll go into Riften and we'll do the quest for Riften first. And once we're done that, we'll should we do the Thieves Guild first before clearing the locations, or should we clear the locations? Now, we should do the Thieves Guild first, because we'll be doing the Thieves Guild, clearing the locations. And then the only things we'll have left are the main quest, Civil War, and Dark Brotherhood. So we should probably do the Thieves Guild first, just because then that'll be like a quest chain. Because odds are that'll be a lot of in and out for us. Not to mention, there's probably going to be a couple parts. I'll try and throw one of those in between each main mission, actually, come to think of it, because there is special quests. We'll finally be able to turn in these journals that I've been carrying around, though. But yeah, we'll go to Riften, and I guess we'll start doing quests there. So thanks, everybody, for watching, and I will see you on Saturday for more.